what really happened. Good evening, thank you for watching as always. Like and subscribe if you like the channel. So we had another successful Unite the Kingdom rally down in London. This is not a far right march, this is not a Tommy Robinson rally. This is hundreds of thousands of people, not tens of thousands, uniting in common cause from all four corners of this United Kingdom. And these movements seem to be getting bigger and bigger. And the press, or well, the legacy media at least, they're in a bit of a quandary because they dismissed it and wrote it off as a far-right bandwagon. They wrote it off as far-right agitators, and that's pretty much it. Even Reform UK, to their shame, called us all that lot, and that caused a lot of problems for them about 18 months ago, and continues to cause them problems, which I'm going to get into in this video. First of all, let's just look how the media is reporting it. Tens of thousands march on London in separate immigration pro-Palestinian protests. That's the image from the Paliwanka March, and this is the image from the Unite the Kingdom March. Alright? Not the same thing. There may have been tens of thousands on the pro-Palestine March. On the Unite the Kingdom, I would say at least 300,000, my personal opinion. Then we look at this particular image. This is what the legacy media and international outlets like Reuters and CNN are calling far-right. This is the fabled far-right. This is the scary, scary far-right bandwagon that you're jumping on. If you fly the nation's flag and you go down to the capital city, you are the problem, according to Tuti Ikea, his globalist pals, and the shills in the legacy media. Now, some interesting information has come to light, first of all, regarding the surveillance that was there on the weekend. Prior to the weekend, many people assumed, because of the messaging from the media and the government, that it was all going to be focused on the Unite the Kingdom rally. Apparently, the Met Police in the event itself were using the muster points for both rallies, which was one of the main stations in London, and they were using facial recognition on all people. Apparently, allegedly, they have changed their story. And then we get onto this particular image as well. This is another image from the rally. This isn't my image, by the way, but this is another image from there. Once again, never felt safer in your own capital city if you was on this march. There may have been a whiff of weed. That would be a critique. A whiff of weed, and it's sort of, there's kids there. There's a time and a place. Just my opinion. Don't come at me. This is one of the aerial videos. This is one of the aerial shots. Let's just have a look now if I can bring this up here. It won't be a moment. Yeah, this is an aerial shot from the Unite the Kingdom rally. Much, much bigger, and they are getting bigger. They are coming too big to ignore. Now, this is the issue. This is the issue that Reform UK has. This is the issue that the legacy media has as well. My MP was there. She wasn't in the crowd, but she was spotted on a balcony in a building, observing the chaos beneath her feet. And what did she see? She's seen tens of thousands of people no longer chanting for reform, but chanting for Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain. This is the quandary, this is the issue, this is the pickle that Reform UK have got themselves into. When I started going to these rallies in 2024, they were screaming for Reform UK. They were screaming for Nigel. They were screaming for change, and that was the banner. And there was even people on the stage that were plugging UKIP to deaf ears. They were all for Reform UK. This was before Ben Habib left the party and before the incidents with Rupert Lowe. This is the issue. The Unite the Kingdom movement, the Unite the Kingdom rallies have become too big to ignore. They're getting positive media coverage, both on GB News and Talk TV, and what could pass for impartial coverage on both Sky News and the BBC. You could argue it was impartial, or at least even-handed. They're not actually calling everybody far right, like the Prime Minister. And this is the issue. Reform UK are backpedaling. They've done a lot of defensive manoeuvres regarding these rallies in the past year or so. Well, ever since Richard Tice essentially called anybody associating with the Tommy rallies as that loss, they've lost and they've hemorrhaged a lot of support. I'm not saying walk on the streets with people. Rupert Lowe wasn't there. I think Ben Habib was there, and Nick Tanconi from UKIP was there. But Rupert Lowe wasn't there as well. And I've heard Restore people on Spaces, some of their higher ups, say that Tommy isn't the right fit for Restore Britain. So you can keep that step aside. Just don't demonise people pointlessly. That was the whole issue. That's why a lot of people got miffed. That's why a lot of people got upset, because you're getting people in the media, people on GB News back when these started in 2024, like Camilla Tominey, actually being quite disdainful and mocking of people on these marches that feel that their country's been taken away from them without their consent. And there was a lot of new media shills there as well. I've got not a lot of time for them, to be honest, because they're like, oh, look at me, I'm on a selfie. This isn't about me, that was about these people behind me. No, if it was about these people behind you, you'd be with the people behind you marching and you wouldn't have your camera out. Again, that's just my opinion on that particular point. Everybody's plugging something on these marches, and that's what you've got to be mindful for. Take your own flags, have a good day, have a laugh. Don't be bought, and don't be bought in by people trying to sell the wares on the day. It went ahead peacefully, and there was a lot of good-natured frivolity. I think with this and the pro-Palestine march, there was about 50 arrests between both of them. Alright? The one thing that I did notice on the pro-Palestine marches, they were inciting violence against people on our rally, specifically Tommy and other people like Farage, essentially saying that they want to do another Charlie Kirk. And that was on camera. That was caught by Talk TV and other people. Have the police moved on that, by the way? Have they arrested anybody for inciting violence in a public place, telling people to go and kill Tommy or other people? Have they moved on that? I haven't heard anything on the media or the legacy press about incitements to violence from the good guys, from their argument, from their side. They're the violent ones. They're the ones that are calling for violence. Our rally, there was, as always, diversity there. Some people may scoff diversity, but diversity was there. The thing is, people are turning away from reform. I think, from my assessment of why my MP was there, my MP is thinking, oh shit, we've called this wrong. All of these people are chanting Rupert Lowe. They're not chanting for us. They're not chanting for Reform UK anymore. Look what's happened. What have we done? And they were there to gravely assess the devastation, the damage, and see if they can pull it back. You might have different thoughts or opinions. This is just mine. I'm trying to be even-handed here. There's a lot of great people in Reform UK, especially the grassroots. They deserve better from their political representation. We all deserve a heck of a lot better. Restore Britain. Advance UK. They shouldn't need to exist. Think about that. Anyway, if you like this video and you think I've been balanced and fair, make me aware as always. Like and subscribe, comment below. All opinions are valid and I want an open discourse. Have a good day and thank you for your time.